Welcome to the third beta of the individual actor recording with the Scene Director mod. What we want to show you is what's new now. We are getting close to release candidates, and right now we have actor number one who have already recording a short recording where they drive up this narrow hill, and we now want to record actor number two. Actor number two has now two different choices for recording his movements. One of them is the scene setup, which means that you just record them without anything else happening with the other actors. But the interesting one is the scene active, which means that the other actors who have a recording will actually play back their recording, and you will record this actor number two at the same time. So let's try that. Now it's actually starting, and I'm just entering in here as a passenger. And now actor number one is running his recording. So we'll just follow along with his driving, and now it's actually playing back whatever we recorded last time. And they're just driving up this narrow hill. So this is a very good way of actually layering your recording. So you do one by one layer to actually build up a full complex scene. And in the end, you probably want your player actor to be the most complex one. Okay, so Okay, so let's return to the start. And now actor number two, he has a recording now, but he's inside the car. That's just the way the initialization does. So let's just move here over here where it actually belongs. If he wasn't inside the car at the end, we would have him teleported to the right location. So then we have now actor number three. Let's give him a different view. We will then use a different mod just to get a vehicle. So let's use helicopter. So we'll just give him a helicopter here. We're taking away this menu here. And we're saying again, we want to record with the scene active. So now the scenes were starting. So now actor number one and actor number two start. You see actor number two is actually now entering the car. And then actor number two is driving. And we're following them on with our chopper. Just remember, there's no synchronization here when we're playing it back. They are each getting a set of actions. And we have some control of how long it should take between each of them. But we're not guaranteed in any way, so sometimes you need to probably test out the recording multiple times. We can go down here. This is for something you could even record in order to run with director's mode. So then I just click Alt Delete to get us back to the start. And if we want now, we can add a fourth, let's make a fourth actor. And this actor will now just run this motorbike over here. And now we say again, recorded with the active. Now everybody's back to their spot locations. Actor number two should enter the car of actor number one. There he's going, and now the heli is going as well, up into the air, and we are now arriving as well after these two. See if we can see the heli, see the shadow of the... And you're not guaranteed that this will work all the time. Sometimes they will crash, sometimes they will hang on individual points, but at least it's just a great way of layering this. Okay, we'll go back to start again. Everybody's back to start, and this time we're just going to play the scene without us doing anything. So let's set the scene mode from setup to active. That means all actors will now play their recordings. So let's test it and see what happens. Now of course there's a car in the way. Let's see if we handle that one a good way. So actor number 2 actually didn't hit. He missed the target this time, so he's a bit too slow. So he's just going to walk all the way. But we see the heli, and as we're doing this, we can even swap here between the different actors. And we can have basically driving style be different as well here. And as you switch, the camera will also of course move if you're recording this with reference mode. Also included in this update is aiming and shooting at stuff. What else do we have? Removing recording is new. Yeah, and the entering and exiting vehicles, so which we showed you with the first. So we record when you go in and out of the vehicle. Now this heli is probably trying to land. So what we want to do here when you start it is you start with your first actor. We can now re-record this. So if you remove his recording and record it again, we can now wait until actor number 2 has actually entered the car before we start driving. So we're trying to do it again. The scene has started. Actor number 2 will now walk up to his recording, and we'll give him a bit of extra time now so we don't get him loose, and we'll let the heli and the bike actually run before us, and then we'll start driving. So actually now we're chasing the other ones instead. We haven't messed anything with now this the actor number 3 who had the bike is still being the same as before. It's just that he probably will have issues driving on the rest of his recording. Okay, so I just stopped the recording there, and we'll just play it along one last time now so you see what's happening. And then we'll just switch the actor to setup, and we'll... Yeah, he actually goes out and he goes in again. So now we'll see. This time actually the bike goes behind because he had a car stopping him. And the heli is probably just ahead of us. So just by running the same scene multiple times, you will see that there will be small differences. That might be just what you need to record your video. We've also tried when the scene, if somebody dies within the scene, we're trying a bit more to get them resurrected. You're no way guaranteed. Sometimes you might need to do it multiple times. Sometimes it works the first time, but it's a start at least. So hope you enjoyed this. We're getting close to release. So yeah.